One Russian missile can carry enough firepower to erase multiple cities before radar systems even realize what's happening. Russia has spent decades building weapons designed for one thing: overwhelming power. From Cold War nuclear giants to hypersonic missiles that seem almost impossible to intercept, the country has poured massive resources into modern warfare technology. These aren't normal weapon systems. They're built for intimidation, survivability, and pure destruction. And today, we're looking at the biggest, fastest, and deadliest systems Russia has ever created. RS-28 Sarmat. And here's where things immediately get terrifying. The RS-28. Sarmat, better known in the West as Satan II, is one of the largest nuclear missiles ever built. Designed to replace aging Soviet-era intercontinental ballistic missiles, this thing weighs around 208 tons and reportedly has a range of up to 18,000 kilometers. That means almost nowhere on Earth is truly out of reach. But the real danger is what it carries. Sarmat can launch multiple nuclear warheads at different targets at the same time using MIRV technology. And it's also capable of deploying Avangard hypersonic glide vehicles. Russian officials claim it can even use orbital-style attack paths to bypass missile defense systems entirely. One missile could theoretically destroy several cities in a single launch. And because of its shortened boost phase, interception becomes far more difficult once it leaves the silo. Built for nuclear retaliation, Sarmat was designed with one message in mind: if it launches stopping, it may already be too late. Avangard hypersonic glide vehicle. But wait, Russia didn't stop with nuclear missiles. In 2018, the world got its first real look at the Avangard hypersonic glide vehicle, and military analysts immediately understood why it mattered. Unlike traditional ballistic missiles that follow predictable arcs through the sky, Avangard moves differently. It glides at low altitude, performs sudden horizontal and vertical maneuvers, and reportedly reaches speeds between Mach 20 and Mach 27. That speed alone is hard to imagine. At maximum velocity, it moves so fast that many missile defense systems simply don't have enough reaction time to respond effectively. And then there's the maneuverability. This thing doesn't just fly straight. It changes direction while moving at hypersonic speed. Basically, it moves like a missile, but thinks like a fighter jet. Avangard can also carry nuclear payloads, making it one of the most dangerous strategic weapons in modern warfare. Some experts believe systems like this could trigger an entirely new global arms race as countries scramble to develop defenses against hypersonic weapons. Have you ever seen military technology evolve this fast before? Poseidon nuclear torpedo. And somehow, this next weapon sounds even more unbelievable. The Poseidon is a nuclear-powered underwater drone designed to operate deep beneath the ocean for enormous distances, possibly with near unlimited range. Unlike traditional torpedoes, Poseidon can travel autonomously for days, while carrying a nuclear payload powerful enough to threaten coastlines, naval bases, and even aircraft carrier groups. This is where the fear factor really kicks in. Underwater weapons are already difficult to track because sound behaves differently beneath the ocean surface. Now imagine trying to detect a fast-moving nuclear drone traveling silently across thousands of miles underwater. Some reports even claim Poseidon was designed to generate radioactive tsunami effects near coastal targets, though exact capabilities remain highly secretive. And that's what makes it so dangerous. Traditional missile defense systems are built to stop threats in the air, not deep beneath the sea. Poseidon was built to bypass those systems completely. An unstoppable nuclear drone beneath the ocean, designed to survive even after nuclear war begins in Kinjal, just when it seemed hypersonic weapons couldn't get crazier. Russia built two more. First comes the Kinjal, an air-launched hypersonic missile carried by MiG-31 fighter aircraft. Russia claims it can reach speeds near Mach 10 while carrying either conventional or nuclear warheads. The missile was designed to destroy hardened bunkers, command centers, and even aircraft carriers before defenses have time to react. Zircon. And then there's Zircon, unlike Kinjal. Zircon is a naval hypersonic cruise missile launched from ships and submarines. It reportedly flies at Mach 8 to Mach 9 and was specifically designed for anti-ship warfare. In a real conflict, weapons like this could close the distance so quickly that radar crews might only get seconds to respond. That's the terrifying reality of hypersonic warfare. Targets can be destroyed before operators even understand what's happening. And as more countries rush to develop similar systems, it's becoming clear that military technology is entering an entirely new era. Tu-160 Blackjack. And now, we get to one of the most iconic aircraft Russia has ever built. The Tupolev Tu-160 Blackjack looks like something straight out of the Cold War, because honestly it is. Introduced during the Soviet era, this massive 4-engine bomber remains the largest and heaviest combat bomber in the world. Even decades later, upgraded versions are still flying today. What makes the Tu-160 so dangerous is the combination of speed and payload. It's capable of flying at Mach 2+ while carrying long-range cruise missiles, nuclear weapons, and enormous bomb loads across thousands of miles. The aircraft was built for strategic nuclear strikes and rapid long-distance missions. And despite its age, it still commands attention every time it appears in the sky. A Cold War monster is still dominating modern warfare. Yasin-class submarine. But beneath the ocean, Russia may be even more dangerous. The Yasin-class submarine is one of the most advanced nuclear-powered cruise missile submarines ever built by Russia. Designed for stealth and long underwater endurance, these submarines can remain hidden for months while carrying anti-ship missiles, cruise missiles, and heavyweight torpedoes. And here's the scary part. Much of its technology is still classified. The Yasin can dive deep move at high speeds underwater and strike targets without warning. Russian engineers specifically built it to be quieter and harder to detect than older Soviet submarines. Russia's deadliest predator beneath the ocean, Su-57. And then, there's Russia's next-generation air power. The Su-57 is Russia's stealth fighter, built to compete with aircraft like the American F-22 and F-35. With thrust vectoring engines, internal weapons bays, and extreme maneuverability, the jet was designed for close-range dominance and high-speed aerial combat. MiG-35. Right beside it is the MiG-35, a 4++ generation fighter, loaded with advanced radar systems, precision targeting technology, and a massive weapons payload. It can carry air-to-air missiles, guided bombs, and anti-ship weapons, all in one mission. Built for speed, stealth, and close-range dominance. S-400. But offensive weapons are only half the story. Russia also built some of the world's most feared air defense systems. The S-400 Triumph can track multiple airborne threats, at once intercept targets at massive ranges, and even engage ballistic missiles, traveling at incredible speeds. Many analysts still consider it one of the strongest air defense systems in operation today. Panzer systems. Then comes the Panzer system. Unlike larger fixed defenses, Panzer is mobile and combines missiles with rapid-fire anti-aircraft guns. It can automatically detect and intercept drones, aircraft, and incoming missiles, while protecting military bases and strategic locations. Together, they form a layered air defense wall designed to stop bombers, missiles, and drones before they ever reach their targets. T-90. And now, we hit the ground with war machines. The T-90 has been Russia's main battle tank for years, combining heavy firepower with reinforced reactive armor and electronic countermeasure systems built to survive modern combat zones. It carries a powerful 125mm gun and was specifically designed for high-intensity warfare. T-14, but the T-14 Armada takes things even further. This futuristic tank features an unmanned turret, advanced battlefield systems, and a heavily protected crew capsule designed to improve survivability during combat. It almost looks more like a machine from the future than a traditional tank. These are tanks redesigned for modern warfare. Electronic warfare Krasuka system. And here's where modern warfare gets really strange. The Krasuka electronic warfare system was designed to win battles without directly firing weapons. It can jam radar systems, disrupt drones, interfere with satellites, and even confuse incoming missiles by feeding them false targets. In modern combat, shutting down enemy technology can be just as powerful as destroying it, winning wars without firing bullets. From hypersonic missiles and stealth submarines to nuclear deterrence and electronic warfare, Russia has built an arsenal designed around overwhelming force. Some systems have already proven themselves in combat, while others remain controversial, experimental, or surrounded by secrecy. But even that uncertainty creates psychological pressure, and that may be part of the strategy itself, whether fully operational or still evolving. One thing is clear: Russia's most powerful weapons are built differently. So what shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe, because there's a lot more coming next.